And that's what really the franchise models are all about, is to be able to take somebody with the right skill sets and mindset that can come over into the world and operate a business and follow the recipe to be successful. Part of your 2024 initiative is to break free of the job or increase cash flow. This event will be for you, so I hope to see you there. Hello, and welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to talk about, do I need experience in the trades to buy a home service franchise concept? And the answer is no. You do not need to have experience generally with any of these franchises. Now, some there may be, but the majority, you do not need any prior experience. So we have attorneys and doctors and tech people buying HVAC franchise models. So franchise systems are like a business in a box, meaning they have the systems, the processes, how to get licensed. All that is all figured out. It's a proven model, and that's why you invest into these businesses, is because it's a system in place. Now, doesn't mean there's not a learning curve, but in general, you do not need to have prior experience in these home service trade type of franchise models. So it's a beautiful thing. We see a huge influx of investors, real estate professionals, high-paid W-2 corporate type people that are getting into the franchise world for the fact that they don't want to start a business from scratch. They want processes, systems, and marketing that's already built out. And that's what really the franchise models are all about, is to be able to take somebody with the right skill sets and mindset that can come over into the world and operate a business and follow the recipe to be successful. So in the home service world, you do not generally need any experience. And that is all figured out, because a lot of times is, well, how am I going to get the license? Many of these franchise brands already have that figured out. They have master technicians that are licensed in particular states. Now, every franchise system is different, so obviously we'd have to do research and diligence to see on that particular brand and that location what would be needed. So this opens the door for you, even if you're apprehensive, like, wow, I don't know if I could actually run this business. I encourage you all to go through a discovery process and figure out what sector might be appropriate for you. Because when you're looking at an ideal business, it's not necessarily how much money I can make. It's also, what do I need to do on a day-to-day basis? Can I be semi-passive? Can I be passive? Which most franchise businesses aren't geared for a fully passive model. Now, there are some that are more inclined where they put the franchisor manages and does all of that in a fully passive model, but that's very few and far between. That is available. We also see a lot of hybrid models where there's investment groups and they put in place operators into the systems, and that becomes more of a semi-passive model. Some models are geared just strictly for owner operators. As we're going through the discovery process to figure out what businesses best align with you, we have you take a Zoracle profile, which is basically like a disc profile, but geared scientifically for business ownership. And actually, the franchisors oftentimes use the Zoracle as well, because they know who's performed well in the system and what their kind of strengths and weaknesses were based on the Zoracle profile. The Zoracle profile will highlight the strengths and the skill sets, admin, or your promoter, sales, and that helps tailor and find the best business model. So really, before I got involved in the franchise world, people would come to me and they would just find a business that they thought would be cool to own. And usually some kind of restaurant, some kind of quick serve restaurant, or a pretzel place, or a pizza place. But really, the majority of clients we work with now, are candidates that we're working with today, they're looking for low overhead, high revenue potential, something that's very scalable, understand how it scales. How does the system, what's the marketing look like? Do they have a call center? Do we do all the marketing? These are all things you're going to deep dive into as you're exploring the different franchise concepts. And that's what I think is part of the process. So a lot of people out there are looking on biz buy sell. They're getting frustrated because it's like, well, can't find an existing business to buy. I'm not really able to find any off-market deals. I always say, look at franchises. Franchises, lower startup costs. You're not buying a multiple of earnings. You're basically paying, what it costs to pay the franchise fee, get all the startup costs. and you're creating equity in that business as you're increasing cash flow, right? So you do have a sellable asset potentially at the end of it, which many times that's what happens with these franchises. Somebody runs it for 10 years, they're getting tired, they built out a heck of a business, and they can sell it to another franchisee in the system, or potentially somebody comes and buys it who just wants to run an established business. So there's lots of opportunities in franchising. I'm hosting an event on March 2nd, which is, you can go to businessownershipsummit.com, get your ticket. It's absolutely free. It's starting at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And we're going to have breakout sessions. We're going to have discussions on business acquisition, franchise resales, franchise startups, franchise with reoccurring revenue, top low-cost franchise opportunities. And then we're going to do a speed round on top home service-based franchise models. So it's going to be a great day of learning. I think if you're exploring business ownership, or part of your 2024 initiative is to break free of the job or increase cash flow, this event will be for you. So I hope to see you there. And as always, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment and go to businessownershipsummit.com to get your ticket before they're gone. Absolutely free. See you on the next episode. Hey guys, Beau here, and I want to personally invite you to Business Ownership Summit. This is going to be the largest event I've thrown. It's online. It's happening March 2nd at 9 a.m. Pacific time. It's going to be an all-day event. We have about 15 speakers coming. We have panels. We have breakout discussions. If you're looking to do a business acquisition or a franchise, this will be the event for you. So go to businessownershipsummit.com and RSVP before tickets are gone. This is free, and it's going to be action-packed, and you're going to get a lot out of it if you attend. So I hope to see you there.